Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus, May 24, 2022. You're in a fine position to add more excitement to your relationships and projects today. However, what might trip you up is insisting on a certain method or perspective or being on the receiving end of this energy. You're in a mostly excellent period for work and health endeavors, and while you may feel a little up and down about your pursuits today, the result may be a stronger conviction about what you're doing or where you're headed. A Mars-Ceres aspect supports you and your creative goals. You can feel a strong motivation to pursue your interests and studies. Even if there are mixed signals and spots today, you're embracing your emotions and tuning in to your hunches. Do what you do best: compromise, harmonize, and meet your lover halfway. This is especially true with the moon glimmering through Virgo, and your 12th house of compassion, sacrifice, and surrender, as you are more prone to considering the needs of others at this time. Moreover, with Mercury, the moon's ruler, transiting through Pisces and your 6th house of hands-on work and acts of service, you're also driven by the innate longing to connect deeper with your lover or significant other. How can you communicate more openly with your person? Maybe you're seeing another side of the situation you may have disregarded. Whatever is going underneath will affect everyday operations at work. Lately, Mercury in Pisces may have caused you to take a more fantastical approach to your work life. You may have more creative conversations with coworkers or could take on a magical approach to your daily duties. Since Mercury sextiles Uranus in Taurus today, you may find that what you do can significantly transform the shared perceived value of your workspace. You may find that your presence and everything that goes with it have a lot of power to change the attitude of your workspace. After a friendly aspect to planets in your financial sector yesterday, today's moon in an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart is doing the same for the North Node there. This is helping to fuel your financial confidence, instincts, and imagination, just as the South Node, on the other side of the financial fence in your income sector, is getting similar support. You are in a state of siege in your own home and in your family circle. People are criticizing you constantly and you feel you're doing everything wrong. Take time to reflect before retorting, because they could actually be right on some points. If you react in a sober way, your family will regain their trust in you very quickly. You're in sync with all of your people, even the ones you're never quite comfortable with. It's a good time to score some points or get closer to the right person. You find the idea of meeting new people difficult, not really something you want to contemplate. If this is actually how you feel, then far better to wait a while and reflect on what you really want to achieve. When this is done, the idea of dating has a realistic purpose with much higher chances for success. We all have our moments, and it's important to be able to forgive yourself for not always being the best friend your body ever had. There will be days when your good intentions are drowned in circumstances too big for you to control. But know that your control will improve, and you will come to learn that there is very rarely a circumstance that can make you eat something you are against. As you are building a solid practice of loving yourself through proper nourishment, however, forgive yourself happily and often. Music can be an incredible source of comfort and rejuvenation for you. If you've felt a little down lately, fill your day with some favorite melodies to pick you up. Avoid ones that are sentimental or melodramatic if you want to accomplish much on this day. Try high-energy music, and sing and dance along if at all possible. The steady rhythm of a drumbeat can really bring some balance back into your life. Give it a try. Weeks after leaving Taurus and days after your birthday month ended over the weekend, Mercury, the planet of communication, is not only back but in retrograde motion, is offering a chance to return to the drawing board. This is giving you a chance to make up for lost time, and especially when it comes to giving the past and unsaid words a voice, and it comes just as the Moon and Mars are working to make the most of their last full day in your friendship sector. This makes this a valuable chance to reconnect. Having the moon in your friendship sector during Mars' last full day here is not only adding to his drive to connect, but is acting as a bridge to forces on the communication and relationship fronts. These are the same forces Mars has connected to over the last 6 weeks, bringing a last-minute boost across the communication, friendship, and relationship fronts. Our eyes in the sky. Passionate Venus in Aries shares a tense minor frustration with the nodes of destiny in the evening, which can bring up a lot of insecurities that we're all dealing with. This could affect us in many ways, particularly around commitments and relationships that we're invested in. You might feel as though a partnership has lost its luster and you want to leave. The inner conflict exists because you might not truly want to do this, but know that you have to in order to evolve or feel better. If we're unwilling to harmonize with others and only want to dominate their lives, partnerships could experience issues of control at this time. The flip side of this transit can bring us a lot of love and joy, but only if we're ready to experience such bliss. If you're single, a partnership could form or a commitment could deepen, depending on whether or not you want to bring love into your life. If you choose to use the other side of the energy, be forewarned that arguments and frustrations could manifest. Lean into the pleasant side of this minor aspect and bring more love into your life. In the morning, the Pisces moon forms a trine to Chiron in Aries. This favorable aspect serves to offset wounded pride and heal anxieties that developed in youth when our talents were not celebrated. At this juncture, events transpire that reveal our journey has transformed our sense of self, strengthening our natural gifts in the process. We see that in dimming our shine, we've perpetuated our own victimhood, content to play the supporting role in others' stories. Now, demonstrating our abilities allows us to reclaim our main character's energy. We subsequently pay this self-assurance forward, prompting those who doubt their gifts to be more willing to share of themselves. Following this, the moon squares off with Uranus in Taurus, provoking surprises. We are faced with unwelcome curveballs, situations seemingly designed to pitch us out of equilibrium just as we were starting to regain confidence. A lack of patience or bad time management skills will add to the day's frustrations. Like all good tests, this transit intends to deliver valuable insights as to how well we are using the resources at our disposal. Do your best to honor your own boundaries and retain your sense of childlike curiosity even when negotiating upsets and delays. Acting impulsively or recklessly won't serve us now. There is no sense in fueling drama just to grasp a false sense of control. You could be feeling more psychic today, but it's hard to separate your emotions from the projections thrown onto you by others. In fact, many of us could feel like we're talking about our emotions all day, a vibe that's exacerbated by Jupiter. The transits of the day ask everyone to have faith and see clearly through problems. This can also present a multitude of challenges in every single detail of your life. No rock is left unturned, but it's all for a greater purpose. Make sure that you pay close attention to your health, which is all part of the process. Checking in with loved ones and keeping a gratitude list can help you see that you're progressing exponentially every day. Believing in positive notions can guide you through the energy if you're willing to let go of the past and move toward a more meaningful way of life, which is very possible today.